Okay, man, we're rolling.
I've just turned 50. And as a treat to myself, I've purchased a lightweight solo canoe. Half the weight of Carol and Jane, my beautiful old cedar strip. September sees me heading up into the Algonquin backcountry, through Burnt Island, the Otter Slides, Big Trout, Grassy Bay, Macintosh, and Tom Thompson. Somehow managing to luck into a long stretch of gorgeous weather, minimal wind, warm temperatures, and clear, starry nights. Late summer magic.
Alrighty, we just arrived. And another classic misty morning here on Canoe Lake. Pretty terrible day for canoeing, I imagine. Might have to pack it in. We got ourselves a permit. Quite a bit of bear activity, apparently. And there actually was a warning there about the water levels in Otterslide Creek. Almost impassable. So that'll mean a lot of leftovers, a lot of beaver dams. All this coffee makes me want to go poo. And I don't want to drag all that extra weight around. Shall we begin? Another epic? Is this epic? Going on a popular route in Algonquin, is that epic? It is what we make it, right? Oh, I'm gonna like this. Ten to 9. Nice. Wow. It's hard for me to tell, but I can tell I'm motoring and I'm not expending much energy. It hasn't sunk in that I've just started a trip. I feel completely at home in this boat. It's tipping up top, but you know they talk about the secondary stability. Once you get it down there, it's not going anywhere. Are we camping yet? Tumblehome update. I'm still 50. The boat's still 30 pounds. I'm just at the first portage, which is typically there out of Canoe Lake. But a little secret that a lot of people know is as long as the water's high enough, you can actually creep up and there's a takeout that cuts the portage in half. But you kind of got to muscle it up into the rapids a little bit. So I'm going to see what it's like. I want to scratch up my Ferrari here. That's what a 30-pound boat is all about. So this is the spot, just now you're shaving off about 250 meters maybe off this portage. It's a beautiful little spot. The last time I did this trip, it was pissing rain. And I don't know if you remember, but I had my canoe leaned up against this railing, taking shelter. All right, taking shelter into the old canoe for a bit. Nuts. Just past Erewhon Pines Lodge, and just coming through some of the narrows here and some of the portages into Burnt Island.
Hey, you got it? Yeah, I have it. Thank you. Okay.
Is that okay with the pack?
I got it. Yeah, you have it now?
Okay, so let me
Can we start walking?
Nope, hold off for
Sorry.
your partner.
I can carry it.
Oh,
Daniel, I can't see you.
I'm in no rush. No rush.
Okay, can we go? I like this. Okay, Lara,
Can someone handle the water?
This? Yeah, I can do that.
Pack feels light. It really does feel much lighter. I'm pretty sure I shaved off about 20 pounds. 15, 20 pounds. Off the pack. Just having a lightweight tripod alone. That'll do it. I may stay in Burnt Island, or I may push on to Otterslide. I'll have to use my best judgment based on how much time is left and whether I'm facing any wind when I get onto Burnt Island. Perfect day for canoeing. Low wind, 18, 19 degrees. No bugs. Very few people. Beauty everywhere. Eye candy. So I'm so not used to this new system. Look what I brought with me on the first run on the portage. Decided I'd carry the yoke all the way there and now all the way back so I can put it on the boat. Oh, that's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's like it's not even there. Oh boy.
Rudy, hold up. Come here. Come on. Here. You leave him. It's the name I hear most of this trip. Rudy, stop it. Rudy, stop.
Any ideas for how we
Burnt Island Lake. Big ass lake. Sort of one of those classic Algonquin lakes. You know, a lot of young kids cut their teeth on a big lake like this. But this lake is really cool. It's dynamic. A lot of big open water, a lot of cool sights. And it's right in the middle of many different routes that are pretty popular. I got a bit of a headwind now, It's not too bad though. Tell you, big difference in this boat. This narrow little bugger just cuts right through it. Amazing. You know, if I was in the CJ, I'd be kind of wobbling around and doing a lot of this, you know, where this one's tracks a lot straighter. Harder to turn, but hey, give and take, right? So let's keep boogieing up the lake here. I'm making really good time. I might go right through Burnt Island, right up into Otter Slide. Burnt Island. I'm halfway down it. A little bit of a head breeze. Nothing too crazy. I stopped to put on some sunscreen, which I now have conveniently stored on my back. Cigars with a carrot humidor program going on. Little mini first aid. Come and rescue me. Camp suds. This is what I'm looking for. Sunscreen. A little fire starting kit. And bug juice. I'm also keeping my little knife and striker combo on the back as well. And bear horn. And apparently it might be a good year to have one. There's been some issues with bears going after people's food. But I can't say I've ever seen it this bad. That's only the second time I've ever seen warnings, and now they've installed these like pulley systems so it's easy for people to put it up, which is probably a good idea. Only 3 o'clock, and I'm already all the way down Burnt Island. And the armada of boys is coming. But I'm going to bang off this portage and get into a little otter slide. It's about 800 meters, so it's a bit of a slog, but hey, with a lightweight boat, it's not too bad. This certainly is going to be nicer this time around than it was last time I did it. And yeah, I can't believe I made it all the way to the end of Burnt Island in 6 hours. You know, I was on the water at just 4:09. Pretty happy with that. It's the boat. That boat probably shaved about an hour off of what it would have taken me in a different boat. So all good on that end. I should be into Little Otter Slide by 4:30. Just plenty of time to find a site, get a little dinner going, get out the camera. Look at that little fella. It's quite a mouthful. What are you doing? What are you eating? Got a mouthful of cedar bark. How weird is that? What are you up to, buddy? Never seen that before. Little brown squirrel with a mouth absolutely stuffed full of what looks to be like wet cedar bark. What? Am I at the end of the portage already? That was not 800 meters. Very much looking forward to putting down this big pack, even though it's not bad. Like I say, last time I was through here, that thing must have been at least 65, if not 70 pounds. big heavy tripod. All good. Wow, I can't believe how fast this portage went. I'm just in the zone, yo. I'm in the portage zone. Oh, that's a nice little point right there. I do believe I've found my site. Yep, this is where I'm going to stay tonight. Faces west. Gonna get some stars tonight, I believe. So far, so good. It's really crazy that I got this far. I blamed the boat. It's your fault, boat. You stupid boat. Oh, that is nice. Oh, did I need that? Optic orange and pink and purple cordage. It's kind of obvious, but this proves the point. Look at this beautiful piece of rope. Really nice stuff. Super nice cord. And it was just sitting on a bench over there. You're not gonna see camouflage rope. You're gonna trip over it, you're gonna leave it behind. You're gonna leave it for me. It could be worse. This is a fantastic little site. Check that out, the Toasty Arse 3000. Acts as a nice thermal layer. Man, this little piece of foam does everything. It really is the Toasty Arse 3000. And when I start my big merch line, you guys can all get one. Use promo code. Anyway, what a day. Let's recap that day. Got up at 3:30, on the road by 4. Got to Algonquin Outfitters to pick up the new boat at, I don't know, 7:15. Buddy that was there thought I was trying to steal the boat. Even though I asked them twice, are you sure I'm just supposed to go there and just grab the boat? And they're like, yep, no problem. It'll just be there waiting for you. I'm like, okay. 2 people I asked that. Same answer. And when I repeated that to the guy that I was talking to, he's like, boat. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know, whatever. Talk to your people. Anyway, he ended up being a nice guy. He's got a similar boat, and he actually has done this route numerous times. He was like 75 or something, this dude. So anyway, we had a good chat. I loaded the boat up, got my permit, and I was on the water. Oh, here comes a blue jay, dive bombing me. So cool. Favorite bird. On the water by 8:45. Immediately I was like, wow, I can make distance with this boat. I can put kilometers on, unlike I could with the Carolyn Jane. Love the Carolyn Jane, don't get me wrong. Some mosquitoes out, if you can believe that. Last little flurry of summer. The dragonflies are out here eating them up. The park is kind of busy, actually. There's a few groups of kids going on, 3-4 day adventures out of Erewhon. So that's cool. Talked at length with a few of the
counselors and whatnot. I just ate some tasty rice and bean meal. Topped it off with a little granola bar for dessert. I'm currently having a rum and lemonade. Spiced rum. So good. I got here, set up the hammock real quick, had dinner, about to enjoy a cigar. I was going to do a time lapse of the sunset, but it kind of petered out. Beautiful quiet night. Hardly any wind. I think it's going to be pretty cold tonight, down to about 5 or 6. Those 2 women that I saw in the portage I was talking about, they said it got down to 0 one of the nights, like 2 nights ago. And I actually did see frost warnings when I was checking the weather. So that's kind of crazy because it's going to warm up. It's only getting warmer and warmer each day as we go. So tomorrow morning, I'm not going to get up too early, but I'll get up in decent time. Hopefully be away by maybe 8. And this is Little Otter Slide that I'm in now. And I'll head to the bigger Otter Slide and then into the creek. Oh, that's going to be something, man.
Beautiful fall morning in Algonquin. Wow. The mergansers are sitting pretty on a little log up here. I'm going to see if I can sneak up on them. Just a cracker of a day. There's no wind. Perfect temperatures. Life is good today. Lots of people out canoeing. It's good to see so many kids this deep in the park. I just bumped into a guy and his two boys. They look like 15 and 11. Up here banging around doing some fishing.
Dad, stop! Dad! Nobody wants to see that. What are you doing? Oh. No, I want the sun out. Are you getting this on the GoPro? Is that on? You're scaring the sun away, Scott. You're even scaring the sun away. Dad, the wind's gonna take your shirt.
Doesn't look far from up there, does it?
Looks giant. With
Looks
just
pretty
a
far.
small-
That's twice. That's twice.
with a giant foot.
You think that's double elephant?
Oh yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Easily.
Step and commit.
5, 4, 3,
I'm ready.
2,
1,
oh my
go.
God, no.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
Oh, hand slapper.
That was a smacker.
Hand slapper.
That's friggin' awesome.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
How was that?
That actually wasn't that bad.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Woo! Right on. Yeah, I can't believe they both did it. Okay, man, we're rolling.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my
That was a trip. I'm glad it wasn't any further because I started drifting
Yeah.
backwards.
Wow, that was crazy.
That was amazing.
Shallow, shallow. Hasn't Hasn't been too bad so far, but I haven't gotten into the meat of it yet. Just knocked off a 200 portage and then a 400. There's a 5 something coming up, and then there's a 7 later on. One of those days, in and out of the boat, on our way to Big Trout. Do 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 do. The perfect blade for out here. Short, fat, reinforced tip. Everybody likes the reinforced tip. Mucky runabout river stuff, just about perfect. Nice and light, nicely done. Hunter and Harris. So shallow. D-fly. First run on this 7 whatever. Last big one of the day. Could not ask for nicer weather. Feels like summer, no bugs. And not too hot, you know, just 23, 24. Whew, beauty. So I just did the portage with a 68-year-old man. Good for him, man. I told him I hope I'm still out here walking the walk when I'm 68. It's 18 years from now. I'm really fixated on my age, aren't I? Going back to pick up the canoe. I took everything with me this time. I just carried my camera back, so I have nothing but the canoe. And it's a whole lot nicer to carry just on its own. The yoke feels so much better when there isn't shoulder straps from any kind of pack underneath it. That yoke really is designed to be right on your shoulders. It's super comfy when it is. So that's the way I'm gonna rock it from now on. Another advantage to this shedding of 30 pounds in the boat department is that you have so much less weight on your feet and your ankles and whatnot, which from a safety standpoint is huge, because a lot of these portages, Algonquin's not too bad. Well, I guess it depends on what portage you're on, but you know, quite often it's just a minefield of ankle twisting, slippery rocks and whatnot. So if you've got 60 pounds on your shoulders, you know, and a somewhat up high too, it's different carrying a pack. It's down low, you got more control of it. Big unwieldy heavy boat can really spell disaster if your foot takes a wrong turn on one of these rocks. And because the boat is so light and stable, I've got, you know, free hands most of the time. Paying attention. Save on batteries.
Oh, dude, you alright?
Yeah, we're good. All right. And when you do have a little toe stubber like I just did there, the recovery from it is a lot easier because you're not trying to slow down the momentum of 60 pounds. Only 30. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a big heron sitting on a log, but way up high, right there. I'm gonna get out the big camera and see if I can get a nice picture. Wonder if that's the same heron that I saw right here. I don't know if you guys remember, but I came through here last time. The water was much higher, but there was a heron sitting in the reeds over here, and it just stayed there, and I just glided right in very, very close to it, and it just stayed and stayed and stayed. Anyway, see if I can get a picture of this guy. Big Trout. It's literally like a mirror. Big Trout. This is a huge lake. And there is nary a lick of wind. Amazing. I'm gonna get out in the middle of that. Looks like I found a campsite for night number 2. It's a point, like a major point with, I don't know, 300-degree view all the way around. And it's going to be a starry night tonight. More photography coming up. It's hot. Hot as snot. I was getting a little bit of heat exhaustion there or something. I had quite the headache going. Took a couple Tylenol. Good to go. Gonna have to go for a little dip off the old front porch. Froggy's still here. He loves this spot. Swim time. Good stuff. Boy, I needed that. I got a little time lapse going here in 4K. Okay, you know that little frog that was at the site when I got here? Like literally on the very tip of the site. He's still there. No amount of petting or swimming or anything is gonna dislodge this fella. I'm laughing because Senior Froggy is still there, despite the invasive film shoot. That was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing that footage. Man, this lake is really cool. Really dynamic features and big, huge bays and lots of islands and some of these little different sets of loons that kind of lay claim to certain bays and areas. Whew, what a night. What a day. The weather's been bananas. I say bananas way too much. Stop saying bananas and go with grapes. Today was grapes. Absolutely grapes. I'm glad I have you guys with me out here. I don't know if I'd go solo tripping if I didn't have cameras. There's a group of that group of young kids. They're over there yippering and hollering. They're far enough away it's not bugging me, but it's just funny. I just remember being that age and being out here at that age and that sort of just the thrill of being out here in such a crazy new environment. And it's so much fun, you can't stop it. You know, when you get a group of guys like that together, old or young, they get loud and it carries across the lake like crazy. It's unbelievable how far away people can be and you can hear every word they're saying. I'm gonna make myself a little cocktail. That's the cocktail face. Let's take a look at what the past couple days has done to the new boat. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna need some skid plates, I think. Oh, there's a couple of juicy little dingers in there. Doing the knee dance. Yeah. What was I thinking there? Yeah, I'll just push off. That'll be fine. I'll make it over that. So I've decided I'm gonna just kick it here for the day. It was a pretty easy decision to make, gotta say. This is unusual and I'm gonna take advantage of it. I mean, it's gonna be beautiful anywhere today, but this lake like this, going for a day paddle this afternoon, just noodling around, effortless gliding. Could be good. I mean, the wind might pick up a little bit, but I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy this coffee, maybe do a little bit of reading, and then go do some exploring. These two blades, Hunter and Harris, just about the perfect combination for this trip. Nice work, Milan. Great paddles. Both super light and both just pretty to look at. Nice sticks. I hear a float plane. Oh, I see the float plane. It's the yellow one. It's the park plane. Well, here's a little kit I'm going to bring for this jaunt, this little day jaunt. Camera, water filter, map, tripod, metal pole, some food, sweater, a couple other odds and ends. My PFD. Feels like August or July. I'm not wearing my PFD, but I have it right behind me. It's just so warm, I would be uncomfortable. Can't be uncomfortable. I'm one for all wearing the PFD, but the water's warm. I'm a good swimmer. I don't have heavy clothes on. If I ever went in, I'd be all right. I could put that PFD on in a matter of seconds. And then swim the long swim, dragging a canoe to one of these shores. The water's pretty warm. Wouldn't be taking that risk in May. Still figuring out this new boat. It's a much different ball of wax, that's for sure. How's that for a old timer saying, nah, that's a horse of a different color. What do you call that little high-speed waddle? Call that the merganser shuffle. Well, that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I didn't get very good footage, but everything was in place. Just the moose didn't want to be a model for me today. I can hear them pushing their way through the woods there, so I think they've had enough. I crept in really slow too. They saw me or smelt me, probably that, because I was certainly upwind of them. I feel like hanging around to see if they'll come back up, but It's so quiet. Just the odd blue jay or gray jay. A few winter birds are coming. A couple of geese flew over. I'm pretty sure a bald eagle flew over the site today. Day 3. I'm getting my fill. This weather and the lack of wind. Actually, the wind kicked up a little bit this afternoon. When I was out on my canoe trip, it actually kind of looked like, oh, maybe we're going to get some rain. Maybe I wish I'd brought that other tarp. But I checked on my little Garmin InReach Mini. It's got a little weather thing you can check. It looks like it's going to be just kind of on and off, bit cloudy, 23, 24, 25, down to 6 tonight, and then warmer tomorrow night, like 12 tomorrow night. So kind of up and down, but awesome. I'm getting tossed by the wind here. Gonna be rocked to bed tonight. I don't know, about an hour after the sun went down, the wind just kicked up like crazy. Hope it's not like that tomorrow morning. I'm going to bed in pretty good time tonight, so I'll be up early and hoping to get away. I might not even make breakfast. I might just, mow down an apple and a granola bar and hit the water, and then stop for like a mid-morning lunch somewhere and just keep on trucking. End of day 3. Grand day of doing a lot of nothing. Just ambling around. Saw those 2 moose. Did some cool time-lapse stuff. At least it looked cool in the camera. We'll see. Get some shut-eye and hit the trail early in the morning. Thursday morning. Looks like we're getting that wind that I've been talking about us not having. Get a little coffee into me, maybe some oatmeal, and then we'll get out and do some work. They call this work? Yeah. The wind's kicked up a little, so I'm into it here a little bit, but what a difference this boat is compared to my other boats. It's so low. Once you get the nose in, I'm just cutting right through. Amazing. But it looks like I'm in for a bit of a tough slog on a couple of sections here. Just came across a large expanse, tucked in to a little bay here. Big, huge point campsite here, beautiful. It's a monster party site. Split my weight a little bit, trim the boat up, which I'm sure was helpful. Out in that little bit of chop there. Super windy, and I'm just about to go across a big stretch here. I'm heading over towards those big cliffs on the left. Be way out of my way to try and hug the shore, so I'm just gonna blast across here. Super steady. You know, when the boat fits you, aka when your knees can rest comfortably on each side, you can just apply a little bit of pressure
all of a sudden you just have like total control. Where if I was in the Carol and Jane, it's so much wider that you're just kind of sliding from side to side a little bit where you have to shift. Here I can change sides without moving, you know, it's fantastic.
So I've arrived at the same campsite that I did the last time through. So I will probably just stay right here. It's only 11 o'clock. Gonna have to twiddle my thumbs a little bit. Let me show you the site. Oh, Joe Robinette was here. I'm just messing with you, Joe. Remember this tree? That's where I had my hammock tied up last time. It was strung from here to here. Windy, windy. Good day to not be going south. It hasn't let up all day, really. I couldn't believe how quickly and easily these two dudes blew past me in a couple of pack boats. It was shocking. Here I am thinking, yeah, man, my new boat's so fast. And it is, for traditional style. Those things, it's like the wind wasn't even there. I mean, it was, but they were a good 35% faster than me. I'm glad I got the option in my boat. I couldn't keep up with them. I tried for a little bit and I was like, okay. H&H paddles, get one today. Hey, how's that for a tagline? Get one today. And that call to action is solid.
Wow, it's super hot. All of a sudden the wind died down and bam, 25 degrees. I'm gonna get up into the shade in a bit. Beautiful though. The last 4 canoes that came through here were all together. It was like an armada of testosterone 16-year-olds singing pop songs and gallivanting and banging their canoes. And I chatted with them briefly, and then as they passed by and headed out, used the long lens and got some nice pictures. I'm probably showing them to you right now. Carrying around that big long lens is a pain in the butt because it's kind of heavy. But being able to compress things in an image, if you kind of get the right situation where I was kind of up on high and I could see them, and you could kind of see a few layers deep in the lake and behind them and past a point, and when you can kind of crunch all that into a photo, it really gives it a nice impact. Hopefully that's what I achieved. Unlike last time I was here, there's very little action in the bay. Maybe that'll pick up tonight as things quiet down a little bit. I saw a bald eagle twice today. I don't know if it was the same one, but I saw one twice. And there was otters as well, barking at me when I pulled over to take a pee. a day though. Can't believe the temperature. I think I'm gonna go without the fly tonight. I don't really know why I'm putting the fly up in the hammock. It's not really keeping me warm. It's not gonna rain. I've been kind of lazy today with the camera. It was a bit of a tough slog there in the wind today, so I didn't really do a lot of filming then. And when I got here, I don't know, it kind of fell off a little bit. It's probably a good thing that I just came here. God, I got here around like 11 or something. Put up the hammock. As soon as I had the hammock up, I laid down in it and I was like, I think I'm just gonna nap. So I did for a couple hours anyway. Maybe slept a half hour of that. And that made me feel quite a bit better. I highly recommend this site. It doesn't have much of like a front porch, although with the low water, this is kind of cool. I built a little mini fire pit thing here. This is unusual. Usually the water's up to here. So there's not much of an area to hang out, but with the water being so down, all of a sudden there's this flat little rocky beach section. I've been kicking it out here afternoon, watching all the canoes go by, sipping on a rum and lemonade, hearing all the horror stories about what I'm in for tomorrow when I go that way. Not horror stories, but it sounds like there's quite a few leftovers and some dragging. Did I mention I'm drinking rum and lemonade? I'm getting down a little low though. I maybe got 2 or 3 more drinks left in there.
All right. Here we are, the golden hour. Is there a better time to start an hour and a half long time lapse out front? I don't think so. I'm going to start a little cooking fire right down at the water's edge. I built a little bush buddy out of rocks, and I'm going to do the old striker start, hopefully. I'm really a Bic lighter man, but I'd like to do 1 or 2 of those at least on every trip, just to make sure I still got the skills, yo. Got the skills to cook the bills. The time lapse is going. I'm actually going to be part of it. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that unique? Oh, Tumblehome, what will you think of next? Dinner tonight is a rice and bean bowl with vegetables. Actually, it's pretty good. Alpine fare. I had this once already. It's pretty good. The best thing I had though was Backpacker's Pantry. What do you call it? Pad Thai with chicken, and it actually comes with a separate packet of real lime, and then some. I can't remember what it's called. It starts with the CH. It's a spice. Anyway, you can kind of make it to taste. I had it the other night. It was really good. That's probably all I need to boil the water. Strike it right in the hilt. That should do it. There we go. This time lapse that I'm doing right now should be a good one. That was quite a silky, pinky finish on that little sunset there. Still going. Man, I love it out here. Campers, I'm giving you the super wide view. I got no fly tonight on the hammock. I'm boiling. My gosh, it's supposed to go down to 8 tonight, but feels like it's 15 right now. I'm just on top of my sleeping bag with like a thin merino sweater and my pants. That's it. Pants and a sweater. What more does a man need? So tomorrow, hopefully up again early. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be a little bit misty going through the bog here, but I don't think it will be. It won't be cold. It won't be cold enough. Anyway, that's okay. It'll still be beautiful through there in the morning. So I'll have a couple of portages tomorrow. Nothing too crazy, like a 5-something and a 7-something. So off to bed. I'll probably lay here and look at the stars for a little while. This mesh is pretty good on these Hennessy hammocks. When you don't have the fly on, you can get a pretty good mouthful of stars as long as you have an opening in the trees, which I do here. Alrighty, we'll see you tomorrow. Just ambling along here, having a great time taking pictures and just chilling. Relaxo. I love these slow motion travel days where you can stop every hour, take some shots, drink some coffee. Liking this new boat. Very tidy. Well, I've run into a real snag of a spot. My God, it's insane. I'm gonna see if I can find a slightly better path over here. Okay, I'll meet you up there. 3, 2, 1, go. Not much doubt that this is low water. Pretty cool being able to just hand hold the camera when I have the canoe. So this is the 750. Then I've got a little bit of another creek section, Macintosh Creek. Probably some more struggles in there. And then another 500 portage, and then into Macintosh. Dude, where's my jeans? They were connected to my pack, I swear. Alright, just finished the first leg of this 5 something. It's really the only important number is the first one out of those 3 letters. Letters even, yeah. Woo! Out of those 3 numbers, the first one's the important one. 5 whatever. So back to get the boat. And into what seems to be glassy, smooth Macintosh Lake. I just ran into a fellow and his girlfriend. She hasn't been in the park in about 10 years, and this is his first trip ever, all the way up into Big Trout. He's getting a good first taste of Algonquin.
Alright, good to go?
First impressions are good. I don't know if I've ever seen a larger, flatter, nicer sort of front porch area. Hopefully there won't be too much cloud cover tonight. Do some star watching. Check out this old grandpa pine in here. Looks like the top has come off of it, but what a beast. And some super smart, enterprising young gentlemen have attacked it with saws and hatchets. We're gonna need some firewood. Yeah, go for big stuff. Like this kind of damage, that's gonna be this tree's undoing. Like what are you doing? Brr. There's the creek that I came down through today. There's the 745, the 510. So I just came into Macintosh. Thought about maybe checking out a couple of these island sites. One was taken and they didn't look all that good. So I cruised around right to here. And that's this site. Just went for a lovely swim. Full body wash. Fresh pair of socks, fresh pair of underwear, a juicy apple. Only seen a couple other people. And judging by all the people that I saw deeper in, I thought it would be the reverse. The only other people I can see camping here are way over there. And I haven't heard a peep out of them. They're either quiet people or hungover. Or both. They look kind of young to be so quiet. I thought it was like 3 o'clock, maybe 3:30. Check my watch, 10 to 1. 10 to 1? I like lollygagged all the way through that, taking pictures and goofing around. Just making good time on this trip. Ideal conditions and this lightweight boat. I'm sold on the carbon fiber lightweight solo boat thing. What a difference. You watch, I'm gonna be in a pack boat soon. I guess I already am, sort of. My dual convertible pack boat, solo boat. Isn't it fun watching somebody eat? another great end to another great day, the last day. I could do with another week of this, but it's been pretty good. I can't complain. I'm ready to go home. Good night. This was a fantastic sight. What a sunrise to wake up to, just kind of looking up out the hammock. Oh, it was beautiful. Did scramble out of bed to get the camera going. It's about 9 o'clock. I've kind of had a lazy morning. Made some oatmeal, some coffee in the thermos. Haven't even tried it yet. Pretty excited about that. Might hop in the boat, start making my way towards the portage, the big ugly portage. It's big, 2,200, 2,300, something like that. But I don't have my food weight, and I have a light boat. Homeward bound. Final stretch. See you on the water. Those are the steps up, just from Ink Lake. It's a little staging area here. Let's rock and roll. Stage one complete. Whew. You never know, it's September. Almost out of battery. Last battery for the GoPro. Timed out just about right. Whew. Can't believe how quickly I chewed through batteries and cards early in the trip. I hope that means I shot a lot of stuff. I never remember what I shot. I'm gonna see if the showers work, because oh boy do I need one.